What would happen if someone said to you, take a cold shower? What would you think? Let's find out. This is part one of a 3-part series about some cheeky life hacks. One, I saw a video from Cody Warner on this, but also something I've sort of dabbled with in the past, and I'm now going to go for it and get properly involved because I truly believe in these 3 things. And today is going to be part 1 about these things, and it is about, as I said in the title, cold showers. Now that might sound properly mental to, you know, to actually do and have a cold shower in the morning or at any time really. In many ways, yeah, it is quite a strange thing. It's classically, you know, oh, you're feeling a bit frisky, have a cold shower, because it sort of it shocks you. But the benefits are unbelievable. So I'm going to kind of go through what they are and, you know, really why it's a good idea to have a cold shower. So the first thing is, when you get into a cold shower, it shocks your body. I mean, there's no denying that. There's no sort of fluffing that up at all. If you're used to having a nice hot or warm shower, which pretty much everyone is, then a cold shower is it's initially horrible. There's no way to make that sound better. It's horrible. That's fine, and that's expected because it is initially horrible. It's you know, like if you've ever been into a sauna and then there's either jump in a sort of a cold plunge pool, or you can sort of do it where you kind of throw cold water over yourself after the sauna. There's various sort of versions of it. It's a similar thing. There's that immediate sort of shock, and pretty much everyone goes, ah! Which I guarantee you will. But then there's also this kind of weird, immediately after, it's like a weird sort of rush of warmth. It's odd. Yeah, there's no way to describe it. It's almost like a rush of warmth. Now, I'm not going to go into any of the science of it and all that, but whether that's your body kind of heating up massively to combat the cold, possibly. But there's actually a lovely feeling when you get out of the water that you feel amazing. So there's that sort of initial shock. So getting over that initial shock, and I've got a bit of a sort of a way of easing into that, which I'll come to in a moment. So one of the main things for this is, if you're doing it in the morning, it wakes you up. I mean, that's quite clear. You get into a cold shower, if you're quite sleepy and snoozy and you've just sort of felt your way to the bathroom because you're half asleep and it's early and whatever, you get in a cold shower, you are gonna wake up pretty damn quickly. And that's a good thing, because obviously you want to wake up to, you know, go for the day, whether it's work or project or business or whatever. You know, you want to be woken up, and it will wake you up, it's guaranteed that. And it's sort of said, it shocks your body into like that real waking up thing. So that's definitely a benefit. Rather than a warm shower, yes, it might wake you up, washing your face and things like that. You know, I've always found that if I am feeling sleepy, just go in and just ow. Don't poke yourself in the eye. If you just sort of wash or splash cold water on your face, it can wake you up. It's the same effect. So that will definitely be a massive benefit of a cold shower, is, you know, being able to wake up a lot quicker. You'll be a lot more alert. Now there's a couple of benefits that, as I said, I'm not going to go into the technicalities of it. You can please Google this, because otherwise it could last forever, and to be honest, I couldn't be bothered to actually look up the science and go over it. But trust me, it's there, and Google it and you will see what I mean. One of the things that's said to be a benefit of a cold shower is weight loss, because I think it's essentially because it pushes your body in and sort of smacks your metabolism in the face and kind of gets that going, and your body's then trying to heat up to combat the cold. I believe that's how it helps weight loss. I don't know, but I said Google it. But I've heard through many sources that weight loss is a benefit of cold showers. The other thing is it's supposed to be very good for your immune system. Again, whether it's to do with this shock in the system and getting your metabolism going and everything flowing, and your lipid system, all that business. But again, Google it. I've heard that it's really good for your immune system, and that really helps that kind of, I suppose these days we lead, in general, and more so, some more than others, a much more sedentary lifestyle compared to perhaps caveman days, that kind of thing. And so the idea of, you know, something that's kind of getting things shocking up is probably, that's what's helping our immune system. Again, Google that one. I haven't got all the details, but I have heard, again, from different sources that this is a benefit of a cold shower. Now I've got a couple of tips to kind of help doing. Firstly, you could get in the shower as normal, soap up, do all your soapy stuff, then turn it to cold and wash off or rinse off with the cold water. That way you can't, it's like a half and half, and it's a good sort of intro. You're not doing the whole shower length cold initially. And it's a way of sort of just dabbing in. You know, you could also just do all your washing and stuff in the shower, then turn to cold and get under for a bit. But the danger of that is that you can easily sort of duck out after about 5 seconds. Whereas if you're already sort of soaped and lathered up, you've got to sort of stay under there to at least get all the soap. Okay, it's not going to be a long time, but it's going to be longer, and you have to make sure everything's washed off first. So it kind of gives you an amount of time minimum that you have to be under the shower. And again, as I said, once you're under that and there's that initial shock, it starts weirdly to feel better the longer you're in there. So that's, you know, definitely a benefit of staying under. That initial shock is the problem. Once you're in there, your body starts to acclimatise to it, and it does feel better after time. The other way of doing it, which I've found, is when you sort of get under the cold water, rather than sort of a bit sort of tentatively and a bit nervously kind of going into it, kind of aggressively go for it. Just think, you know, whether it's, and you can sort of do it through a lot, whether it's laughter or kind of just getting yourself pumped up or jumping up and down, whatever, but kind of get yourself quite pumped up and sort of aggressively attack the cold water and kind of go for it, and then kind of, whether you're washing off or doing the whole shower, but rather than sort of, you know, like dipping the toe in the water thing, just jump in there and just go for it and really like aggressively wash, and just because that as well, that movement is going to help your body start to kind of warm up and battle against the cold and get your metabolism flowing and all your lipid system and all that stuff going, you moving as well, rather than just standing there all kind of nervous and sort of half-assed really. So that kind of movement, aggressively kind of grab it and go, right, I'm going to attack this cold shower, I'm going to do it, I'm going to take it on, and I'm going to win, and kind of get under there and do it. There's other versions where obviously you could start it off not quite cold and then gradually work your way down over a period of days or period within the shower. That's another way. But I think the danger of that is it's easy to then settle on, oh, this is cold enough, and then you kind of don't really do it. So by kind of going, you know, normal to cold or just to cold, then you've got much more of a, it's much more of a shock, admittedly, but you've kind of got much more of a chance of then getting that coldness, embracing it and kind of going for it. Now, caveat, it's going to be horrible when you first do this. There's no way of dressing that up. It's going to be horrible. It's just the first time you do it, it's just going to be nasty and horrible. But I guarantee once you come out of that cold shower, you will feel amazing, absolutely amazing. The kind of that sort of glow of warmth that you get as soon as you get out of it. So the body's going into panic mode to kind of warm you up. And as soon as you get out the cold, you've got that sort of flood of warmth. It's an amazing feeling. You feel very awake, you feel sort of alive, you feel like you can take on anything. And so that first thing in the morning, particularly if you're looking at maybe getting up earlier, 5, 6 a.m. and get stuff done in the morning, that initial pump, well, 100% really kind of wake you up and get you going, and amazing feeling. Done it this morning and it was horrible initially, but then when I come out I feel great. But the idea is, you know, do this every day, even just do it for a week or something like that. But this is the sort of one, I said, one of 3 life hacks I want to share with you and explain why they're beneficial, because these 3 things, and then coupled with these sort of small little pieces done, can help sort of change your life, but change your mindset to maybe then pursuing something you actually want to do and making you happier and living that dream and taking action on your passion, and then ideally profiting from your passion, which is what I'm here to help you do. So that's it for today. Then cold shower in the morning, absolutely golden. yeah, that sounds dodgy. I don't recommend that. Demonetized, shit. Absolutely amazing cold shower in the morning, and you will reap the benefits. So if you got some value from this video, I would love you to smash that like button so it's nice and blue, a bit like the water, kind of blue. And subscribe if you haven't. You know, you'll get more videos like this. As I said, there's another 2 in this series coming up in the next couple of days. And yeah, for now, I will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, have that cold shower tomorrow morning. You'll enjoy it. Let me know in the comments if you've done it, if you want to do it, and what the benefits were. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Thanks again for watching, guys. I really, really do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do so down here, and check out my other video down here. And remember, live your best life and profit from that passion. See you next time. Bye-bye.